What happens in the animal agriculture industry? So here's the dairy industry, on the other side is the egg industry, and we're just promoting veganism, right? We're saying if you don't agree with what's happening on these screens, if it's not good enough for your eyes, why is it good enough for your stomach, right?
That makes sense.
Yeah. So have you seen this footage before?
No, but my friend Tasha's like, she's really into like animal advocacy.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of her stuff that she posts online.
Yeah. And what are your thoughts on it when you see something like that?
It's gross.
It's gross? Do you consume dairy, meat, eggs, animal products?
I'm like one of those people. Oh, this is fucking gross, but I'm gonna go eat it now.
You know what often I say to myself is I think the majority of people are vegan inside, but just society in general has kind of brainwashed us to not think about those things, right? Like nobody would want to go out and do this themselves. You would never kill an animal, I assume, right? Like could you ever kill a cow that's looking you in the eye saying don't kill me?
No.
Screaming for its life, a pig? Okay, so a chicken, yeah.
So my my mom's from the Philippines, so like I see it, like when we go and visit, I see it there, and it's like, yeah, I could probably kill a chicken.
Does it make it ethically right though, or morally right?
Of course not.
So how, I guess the ultimate question is how would you morally justify, or how could we morally justify killing an animal that doesn't want to die?
Exactly, yeah. I have no idea. I mean, I'm waiting for like lab-grown meat to be a thing.
Have you tried Beyond Meat?
Yeah.
The plant-based burgers?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on it?
I can't get into it.
You can't get into it? Why is that?
It just tastes really bland.
Yeah. So does...
But, you'll be interested in my story. I hit a bird on my car once, and it died.
Yeah.
And then I didn't eat meat for like 3 months.
And why is that?
Because I felt bad about the bird. Then there was like fucking maple candied bacon, and I was like, I'm sober.
Maple candy... Sorry, what is it?
Maple candied bacon.
Maple candied bacon. I've never heard of that, actually.
I totally get it. Like, I used to live with vegans and like all that stuff, and it's just like, I feel bad, but it's like, maybe I don't feel bad enough.
Well, the thing is you haven't made the connection, right? You're not saying that like, oh, this is what I do, and this is what the consequence of what I do does, right?
Yeah.
But as you see on the screens, right, this is what our daily habits do, right? There's, you know how many animals are bred into existence every year and killed? 56 billion. And people are complaining about overpopulation of humans?
Yeah.
56 billion animals are currently on land right now, going to places like this every year, doing that.
Okay.
So the number one, you know where PTSD is, like post-traumatic stress disorder? What is the number one job that, or the highest amount of PTSD in a job? Do you think it's military?
It's the people who work there.
Because this is all they do all day. If we were so meant to eat meat, would this be a problem for us?
No.
So why is it such a problem?
I don't know. It makes me feel sad now.
So, if somebody were to show you a way to go vegan, would you attempt to do it?
Yeah, like when I lived with roommates who were vegan, they mostly cooked everything, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I think it's just, for me, it's like convenience.
Okay.
Because it's like I'm just used to like eating out all the time or ordering in, and it's just.
What do you think vegans eat?
Like the same shit that we eat, just no meat.
I've been vegan for 4 years, and my diet pretty much hasn't changed.
I know.
Pizza, burgers, fries. They even have vegan poutine, like if you're into that.
Yeah.
I love ethnic foods too. Like lots of Indian dishes are vegetarian. You can make them vegan. What's another one? Vietnamese, I love them. Like Filipino. Like what in the Philippines? What kind of vegan dishes could you get? Noodles, yeah.
It's mostly like.
Is pho? Is pho or pho?
Pho is like, that's Vietnamese.
Vietnamese, yeah.
But like,
Philippines, they don't eat that?
It's like usually meat and fish.
So a lot of culture, eh?
Yeah.
So should we base our morality on culture? So should we do something that our ancestors did just because? Or should we?
I get what you're saying, dude.
You are?
It's like, maybe I'll give it a shot, actually. Like, I've tried before in the past.
Yeah.
And I've been successful. Like, before I was like vegetarian only.
Yeah.
For like, I would say like 6 months.
Okay.
And then I don't remember what happened. It was like when I was like young and in the punk scene and like all that shit. And I was like, I want to be like the cool kids. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a sellout now because I do social media marketing. So.
Oh, do you? Yeah.
Yeah.
For what?
For myself.
Oh, for social media.
So for businesses and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's the good.
Yeah.
We're on social media too, so look us up. Feel free. I have a card actually for you. Do you mind if I give this to you?
Yeah.
So these are some 3 or 4 speeches. There's a YouTube video.
Okay.
Gary Yourofsky's best speech you'll ever hear. What the Hell, Cowspiracy, Dominion. Watch them in that order.
Okay.
And I mean, it's going to give you a new perspective on things. It might actually make you help make the connection and then make that switch, right?
Yeah,
because we're all vegan at heart, I think. It's just we need to see these things and say, lock it in, right?
I had like a pet rabbit, and then I would see like the cosmetic like testing and stuff, and they're like screaming, and then it's like I never ate rabbit meat, but I like made an effort to like, if someone was making rabbit curry, I'd be like, ew, like that's my pet. But then it's like, why do I treat them different than cows? And I know that pigs are like super smart, and it's just like
almost the same intelligence as a 3-year-old. And we, you know, like I have a 3-year-old at home, right? And I couldn't imagine them having to go experience something even for a second of what they have to, right?
Oh my god, my feelings.
Watch these videos. Well, there's this one here. It's really good. I suggest you watch that first, okay? It's probably about an hour long or so, but great. And if any of that resonates with you and you're like, you know what, I want to go vegan, it's called vegan22.com.
Okay.
22 days to form a habit. It's across the board.
Right.
They'll guide you for 22 days. They'll give you a mentor. They'll show you exactly what to eat, make all these different foods. Simple, easy foods, you know, you don't need to like plan out. Tastes great.
Okay, I'll just try that.
Okay.
No, seriously, like I'm gonna legit try it.
Yeah.
And I'll post on social media.
Absolutely. And you know what? Anonymous for the Voiceless Edmonton. If you want to look us up on social media and give us a shout out or whatever, feel free, eh?
I feel like you guys, because when we first walked here, me and my friends, I was like, what is this about? And it, like, I couldn't really see the screens. I'm like, you should have like more signs.
And that's what we have. Like, this is all volunteer basis. Like, nobody pays us to be out here, so we can only afford what we can afford, right? I'd love to come out here like one of those like flat screens and like the
even
thing, but
the truth signs. Like, next time you guys get them reprinted, I'm just
a little bit bigger, right?
From a marketing.
And that's the thing is, we don't know half the time, right? Like that's a great point. We'll have to bring that up next time.
But it also lures people in, like because I was like eating and I was like, what is that about? I need to go outside and see what it's about, and then they just freaking abandoned me.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, we went to Shoppers. But yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I see your name is Beverly?
Yeah.
My name's Adam.
Oh, nice
to meet you. Okay, yeah, please watch those videos.
I will for sure.
Cheers.